Hi. All right. So play a G minor with our 1 and 3, and then play that same G minor with our 2 and 4 fingers. When we do this process and scoot it up in half steps, we kind of get used to playing with those 2 fingers. So it would make sense that when you're playing like a minor, that you're playing with your 2 and your 4 finger and barring with your 1 finger. Well, if your 1 finger is having a hard time barring chords, maybe making the other 2 super strong, being able to just play those. When you have the composition of doing the back and forth thing here, not only do you get accustomed with the frets and their spacing, but you also have that extra finger every other one, and that, believe it or not, strengthens your bar chord as well. When you're going through the process this week of hearing the G minor and the C minor, play the C with your pinky, the open D, your first finger plays the E flat, you're going to be playing the F, the G. Notice how if you play just through and you get your minor, boom, 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 that's fine. Your pinky will hit that last note. However, if you're going to be playing the other types of minors derived from your natural, you would have C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, thusly needing that pinky rather than going, you can, but it's awfully nice to have like a when you're going through these. So G minor, G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G. If you wanted to do the others, you could still do that, but maybe moving your fingers up and like trying to see how you could use both. Try for both fingerings. If one fingering feels better, do it. I'm not here to tell you not to do anything. I just want to make sure that you're doing something that feels good for your fingers. I will correct the ones that the fingers will look all funky on here, but there's really nothing that you're doing wrong that I can see thus far. In fact, you've got good skills. You just rely on your 1 and 2 fingers too much. I would say relying on your 2 and 3 fingers will be golden. Excuse me. Along with that, excuse me, inhaled wrong. Along with that, if you have your G minor, and let's say we're in the key of G minor, being able to go, okay, if G is a minor, and my minor is my 6, and it's my natural minor of a major key, then how do I know what G minor is the natural minor of? G, right before G is what? F, right before F is E, right before F, E is D, and right before that is G, or C. Well, G major is the 5th of C, not the 6th. So what's right before C? Well, B. B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. So it can't be B because G has a sharp in there. So if we go to B flat, you'll realize that G minor is the relative minor for B flat major. B flat major has B flat major, C sharp minor, D minor, E flat major, F major, G minor, and then A diminished. So when we're going through there, you'll see that that A diminished will lead right back into the B flat. When we have these chords, you could work them all out for having a B flat major, C sharp minor, D sharp minor, E flat major is our chord of the day. So when we go through here, you can see this E major, drop it down, E flat, and then we have E flat majors right here. Well, that is the same note that is a root note for your G, A, B flat, D, G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat. That's your same relative that you would have there. So if you could work it out for your majors and minors in both your major and your minor and key. So G major, E minor, C major, A minor, F major, D minor. When we go through the course of knowing what all our majors and our relative minors are, the 1 and the 6th of the chord, it really helps out without having to like shoot fish in a barrel and know what the notes are. In the key of G, I can play all the notes that I know in all these chords and all the scalings, except for the F. Needs to be in F sharp, because in the key of E minor, F sharp's there. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. In G major, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So it has to be there. We're going to keep reiterating these things, and the practical application is this. Give yourself a little groove of like a which is a G minor, going down a half step and then going right back up. You can go a whole step, but it doesn't sound as fun to me. And then do the same thing in C. Then in G. And when you do that, set down a little track if you could, or keep it in your mind. Clang, 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 clang. So when we're doing that, and we've got C minor and G minor, they're relative to an extent with this key. That whole that can be considered Locrian based off of the 7th style mode. I am so very much looking forward to introducing you to the other modes besides just major and these minor modes. And when we talk about other modes besides do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ta, do. When we do other modes besides just Ionian, Lydian, and Mixolydian, then you see how Dorian, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 7, 1. How Dorian sounds really good over minors, and Phrygian has that that half step, G, A flat, B flat, so it has a flat 2 in there. They're so cool, but we use them for different applications. Locrian's a little out there, but I can tell you it's super easy on Locrian. You play whole step or half steps. You would do like a, that's a half step, whole step, half step, whole step. The other one is whole step, half step. Whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step. That's all Locrian is. It's lots of fun. We'll work on that too. Anyway, it was very nice seeing you this week. I will see you, actually, give me a text and tell me if you're going to be able to do the carpool thing that you were talking about. Otherwise, I will just keep my schedule the way it is. I know that you're off for the holidays and you're going to be missing the week for the work there. Other than that, it's great seeing you. Aloha.